Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is May 15th. Lisa Lydia Scott with you this morning. Big changes in the weather department. We'll talk about the rain and the cooler temperatures. First, want to remind you, of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning right around this time. Love it when you join us live. Leave us a message. But it stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you or listen to it as a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute.
All right, today you're going to start feeling a different weather pattern.
Yeah, changes. It is raining in Wapton right now.
Okay.
My tower camera has raindrops on it, so here we go.
Yeah.
Low pressure system is kind of building its way in today, and we'll watch out for scattered showers, thunder showers, maybe even a storm. One or two of these could become strong to severe with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour gusts as your primary threat. The focus on severe weather today is more like the Twin Cities, Wisconsin, Chicago, so we're kind of on the very back edge of it. Nonetheless, one or two of them could get a little feisty this afternoon. I'd say midday toward the afternoon hours. Continues to build its way to the north. Won't rain everywhere, but where it does, you could get a quick downpour, and then obviously those aforementioned ingredients. Otherwise, just some noise, thunder, lightning, and a decent shot at some rain. All of this continues to work its way through the region today, so obviously it just depends on where you are for what you see. Our wind goes from the east to the north, which means we hit our high temperatures about noon, going 78 Fargo, 82 in Grand Forks, and then we start going backwards. And you're really gonna feel that change happen. 60s for most of us by the time we get to supper, 40s by tomorrow morning. Big temperature drop.
Yeah.
As we go into tomorrow, we lose the thunder part of this, but we're still dealing with the moisture and still dealing with the system. So our wind flips around to the northwest. It's going to be a very windy day, gusting about 45 miles an hour. Once again, sending in colder air. So we hit our high of about 50 in the middle of the day and then start falling into the 40s through evening time, off and on scattered showers, but no longer watching out for thunderstorms for tomorrow. A chilly, windy, cloudy, rainy sort of day. Kind of an icky day, to be honest with you. The wind will make it feel colder and it's gonna blow that rain sideways and
Gross.
yeah, not super comfortable. As we then go into the weekend, we lose the system. It moves off to the east. I'm not going to rule out a sprinkle on Saturday, especially in our easternmost counties as we send this thing off, but it's really going to be a dry weekend. Gray skies, temps in the 40s for your highs on Saturday. 30s on Sunday morning. Wherever a clear pocket of sky develops, we could have some frost. Back up near 50 on Sunday afternoon. 60s are back on Monday. Step back with a chance of rain on Tuesday with 50s, and then we slowly warm our way back into the 70s to near 80. Into Memorial Day weekend, which I called Labor Day weekend on air today, so I guess I just skipped right over summer. It does look warmer into Memorial Day weekend. It looks a lot more comfortable. Sunshine, 70s to near 80. If you camp on Memorial Day weekend, if you do things outside, it's the unofficial kickoff of summer, as they call it. It looks much more comfortable compared to what we're dealing with as we head into this weekend. As for your rainfall forecast, heaviest of the rain is going to be out in the western to central part of the state. 2, 3, isolated up to 4 inches. So some really heavy rain in that direction. As you travel further to the east, you will notice a cutoff. I'm thinking about 1 to 2 inches along Highway 281 and then less through I-29 and into Minnesota. Unless you get an isolated thunderstorm, then obviously that can give you a downpour and isolated higher amounts. But that's my overall general thinking, heaviest to the west and then lighter as you travel to the east. All right, so much needed rain.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a much needed cool down, but I guess it comes hand in hand. We do have the light at the end of the tunnel though, so some warmer weather is coming. Okay,
Thanks. Thank you, Lydia. Okay, well, today a measles vaccine clinic is happening at Fargo Cass Public Health. It started at 7 this morning, runs until 1 this afternoon. It's measles, mumps, and rubella. Anyone who is unvaccinated should get the protection. If you have insurance, you should bring that info with you, but we do have programs in North Dakota that help cover your vaccine, so don't skip it because you don't have that. You can just walk in. Appointments are not needed. Very important right now, especially as we've been reporting for you. There are 2 confirmed cases of measles in Cass County right now.
And new this morning, another measles case has been reported in Williams County, that's in western North Dakota. Health and Human Services is now reporting a 12th case of measles in the state. If you have symptoms of the measles or you think you might have been exposed, you should contact your doctor.
Today, the man accused of shooting and killing a man in the driveway of a Moorhead home is due in court. 35-year-old Jerome Thomas is accused of killing 39-year-old James Hamilton last month. He remains in the Clay County Jail this morning on a $2 million bond.
Right now, we are working to learn when a Valley City man will be in court to face drunk driving charges after crashing into a train in West Fargo. The Highway Patrol says 34-year-old Shane Rabenberg was driving the wrong way when he hit a moving train at 12th Avenue Northeast Tuesday morning. The pickup was dragged about 100 feet, pretty much destroyed in the accident. The railroad crossing arms were down. Other vehicles were stopped at the intersection, but he ended up somehow on the tracks. Raymond Berg was taken to Sanford to be treated for his injuries.
Wildfires are growing north of Duluth right now burning more than 35,000 acres of land. There are actually 3 separate wildfires, but the main 2, the Camp House fire and the Jenkins Creek fire, are both 0% contained right now. The flames have destroyed almost 150 buildings. Parts of the area still remain evacuated and closed off as well.
All right, well, you better act fast if you want to get your Vikings tickets for 2025. They're on sale now after the NFL schedule release yesterday. Vikings home opener, week 2 against the Falcons. And then the Vikings in week 4 will be heading to Dublin to face the Steelers. And then they'll be in London for week 5 to play the Browns. And then as a holiday bonus, they'll host the Lions on Christmas Day. That'll be their first Christmas home game since 1989.
Fun stuff there.
Yeah.
Hot Mike with John Mizzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. For the first time in franchise history, the Timberwolves are in the Western Conference Finals for the 2nd straight year.
Yeah,
a complete recap of the win over the Warriors and a look ahead to who they may play next. Plus, the Bison added a player to their roster who they played against the last 2 years. You'll meet him. Hot Mike is on from 9 to 11.
Don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass to inform.com. Just go to inform.com/subscribe to get the deal.
Our next newscast is coming up at 11 this morning, and then this afternoon starting at 4, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
And then join us tomorrow morning for your Friday edition of First News from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.